Hello, mathematicians. So we are on day 4 of our Unit 7 packet, and we're on page 9. Today we're going to look at equivalent representations of a quadratic function. So we're going to be looking at the graph, the table, and we're going to be actually creating the equation. So today we're really just going to be practicing annotating the key features of each of these quadratic functions, as well as annotating the table. And then we're going to be creating the equations. So let's look at function A. That'll be our start. So some things right away is like I want to annotate the graph first. So things that I would be pointing out is the axis of symmetry, which is cut right down the middle. And I could label it AOS. And I always want to include the equation of this would be x is equal to 3. That's the x value that it cuts it on. I want to highlight the roots. Okay, and if you want to make that annotation somewhere far and just write what that is, you can. Annotating the flow, so the graph first is decreasing and then it's increasing. So I think I spelled that wrong. I'll also be pointing out the turning point. Okay, and then it has a minimum value. So therefore, it has a positive A. So when we're annotating graph, these are things that we'll be pulling out. And looking at the table, I would be looking at pretty much focusing on the f of x or y and looking to see if I could spot the pattern. And if you spot it right here, right, that's actually our turning point. And if you take it a little bit further, our 3, when x is 3, that's actually our axis of symmetry. And -1 is actually our minimum value. And we could also notice the pattern that is happening around the turning point. Okay, so just like with axis of symmetry, we were going to kind of just cut this in half and fold it. The 0 would match with 0, 3 would match with 3, and the 8 would match with 8. So going down a little bit, they want us to then write the equation. So we could start writing the equation by looking at our roots. That's exactly what we're going to need. So here we have our roots as, I'm right on the bottom, x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. Remember, we go from the roots to the factors to the equation. And we are going backwards. So to solve for the roots, we had to get x by itself. This time we want to bring the root back with x. So here I would minus 2 from both sides. And I would have x minus 2. And here I would minus 4 from both sides. And we would have x minus 4 and have this whole thing equal to 0. So there are our factors. And if we're doing the equation, you would have x squared minus 4x minus 2x plus 8. So therefore our equation would be x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals 0. And because we know we have a minimum value that a is positive and a is positive here, so therefore that is our equation. Okay, thank you.